Hello, good morning. Sorry about that a few minutes ago. I started and then I hit the wrong button and lost it all. So, thank you again for joining or listening later online. It's greatly appreciated. So, I had quite the adventure. So, I was offline for a couple weeks because I have decided to become or work towards a spinal flow technique certified practitioner. And I've worked on my husband, I've worked on a few other people, and it's been absolutely amazing. So this week I'm trying to work towards getting closer to my certification. And it's so wonderful to see that there's ability. And once I'm certified, I'll be posting on my web pages the pictures of the results from the sessions, and it's based upon your body healing itself. And it's 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 a wonderful, amazing, soft and gentle modality. It's easy on me and it's easy on, like, you have your moments and stuff like that, but I just like your moments of healing. I mean, so sometimes you feel like you've like your energy level is through the roof, and sometimes you just have to deal with some of the stuff as your body processes and releases it so that you can be stronger and be that person. And so that got me thinking too, what about talking about today is that we sometimes live in our head and instead of following our heart. So one of the things that I've found is that like I I follow my knowing, and sometimes it takes me to a place that there's not always a lot of practitioners, or people might not know about it, or might not be open to it, and I go for it. And I work away towards it and stuff like that. And so I'm just giving you an example of when I get in my head, this is what happens. So I work towards it. I know it's helping. I can feel the light. I can sense the light. I can sense like it lifting stuff off people. And then I decide to offer it. And sometimes the way that I don't know if it's the way I offer it or it's something about me. And so it doesn't always go over as well as I thought it should. Like, you have these preconceived notions that, why wouldn't people choose stuff like this to make their lives easier? But that's the thing. It's a preconceived notion. It's not like I have put expectations on it, and instead of just being and standing in the power. And it's like, so I've been trying really hard to be in the heart space as opposed to the head space. So everything that you've ever accomplished in your life, let's remove and release all expectations and judgments and preconceived ideas that you have that may be blocking you or maybe causing you not to achieve you've achieved it, but not to materialize it in different ways. Yes. And then remove. Also, the other aspect is that you sometimes you really struggle because you see stuff around you and stuff like that. And plus, like, comments are made by people that well, I consider them my peer, but sometimes comments are made to me, and it's like, so it's their own limitations, but sometimes it feeds into my judgments and expectations of myself. So let's remove and release that. We have the standard we expect from. It's taken me a long time to release and let go of. Like, I have a business degree, so the most amazing aspect of that degree that really helped me was that you never have your eggs all in one basket. You always have a plan B. You always make sure that you're like it. You go towards success. But the other side of me was that when success doesn't happen, it's like I started to analyze myself, and it's like, no, that's got nothing to do with it. What people choose is their own business. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm still shining that light. I'm still standing here and I'm still speaking as much of my truth as I possibly can in the softest, like in the best way possible. And it's like I have my own ups and downs because I'm human. And I have, we all have things from our past and patterns that we've learned how to cope with. And it's like, so remove and release any and all patterns that you've inherited, accepted, and incorporated into your life that is detrimental to you. Yes. And sometimes it's just a matter of, one of my biggest thing is I don't always think to ask the universe to help me make it happen. I just keep plugging forward. And so I'm trying to get, so what I'm trying to do now is go into a heart space and allow that space, allow that to shine out and to show myself that I'm on the right track and I'm doing the right thing. Like it was quite a big commitment to go into spinal flow. I don't regret it 1 second. My husband had a little bit of a hesitation, but after so many sessions, he totally believes in it. So it's like, sometimes it's not my energy. It's the people's understanding and interpretation of it. And it's like, that's everyone's like choice and where they are. And I greatly appreciate all the wonderful, beautiful souls that have come my way. And it's great. Like it's such a blessing to have met the people that I have. And so let's just take a deep breath. It's all about like following your knowing, following your light, no matter what. And it's like, it can, sometimes it can go up and down, but the more you believe in yourself, the more you get in your heart space, then everything changes, everything happens. And the more you speak to the universe and, just visualize that this is going to happen. I'm an Access Bar facilitator practitioner. And one of the things that they say is, what else is possible? So if something really good happens, what else is possible? Like, don't limit yourself. Don't box yourself in. And don't create a legacy where you've boxed yourself in and only certain things happen. You only achieve a certain level and you only experienced certain things. So remove and release the legacies or the expectations we place on ourselves, because who comes to you, it's when they're ready and it's their time and their space. This is when they show up, and it's a beautiful experience. And it's like, so remove and release the anywheres in your life that you've put obstacles up so you don't succeed, you don't move forward, you don't experience that beautiness that your mind makes you focus on. Anything that takes you out of your heart and puts you in your mind and puts you in the place of judgment. Remove and release that. Yes. So we're going to just take a deep breath, hold, and then release. Yeah, I ended up going to Mexico for the on-hands immersion of the spinal flow technique. And anyone that knows me knows I do not like the heat. And it was like most days it was 104 with humidity of 60%. Some days were like 98, 96, but that's still beyond my, it was hot. And I never sweat so much in my life. But it was a beautiful, amazing experience. And I'm so thankful and grateful I got to go. I'm so thankful and grateful I got out of my head and allowed myself to go there. And I have and I'm thankful for the friends around me that pushed me towards, they felt that I would do really well in this. And I want to thank them very much for their support and their encouragement. And it's like, it's a whole, like and one friend said, and I thought this was really beautiful, that, I've been trying to help people heal on a spiritual and emotional level. And now I'm going to be doing it, helping them release stuff on a physical level as well. So it's going to be really interesting. The journey is going to be amazing. And it's like, it's not me that's releasing your physical stuff. It's your body. I'm just activating certain spots on your spine, but it's like, it's such an amazing experience to have this, gift, and to experience this, and to be brave enough to choose this. So all the places where you hesitate and you stop yourself because maybe there's not a lot of people in that area, or you feel that it's going to create in your heart, it's the best possible thing for you to do. But you feel like it's creating it's creating an avenue that will distinguish you from others, that will set you apart. And therefore you sometimes feel that you're going to be alone, and that, it's not going to succeed. And that's all other people's fears and projections and expectations that are on you. So remove and release that all. Yes. We used to, like, there was a lot in the 80s, like a lot of us 80s, probably 90s. And there's still a lot of people who can meditate for hours. I'm not one of them. I'm too much here, there, everywhere. And so I'm thankful and grateful for all the work they've done, because now we've come to a place that you can meditate in a matter of moments, in a matter of seconds. You just go back to your happy place, go to your heart. Just take deep breaths. Like if you take in a breath and hold it, like breathe in, hold it for like 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and then release it. It just changes the whole perspective and gets you out of your head into your heart or into your own energy. So remove and release. The shallow breathing is almost like, I'm not a breath person or anything like that. This is just what I've observed over time. And it's almost like the shallow breathing doesn't allow you to go into your body, doesn't allow you to go into your heart. And so let's remove and release the traps and the mechanisms that have been placed upon us that doesn't allow us to go to our heart space, doesn't allow us to go to our knowing, doesn't allow us to stay in our heart space or our knowing, or that everybody else's stuff overcompensates, like is more important than our heart space and our knowing. Yes. Remove and release that. Yes. And I had another person say to me too, that was really nice, that that, no matter what, I've always worked towards a goal. I've always worked towards something. I knew I had a calling of a different nature, and I've always worked towards it. And I thought that was really nice, and that was really beautiful. And I thank them very much for saying that. So remove and release. What stops you? What stops you? Is it the belief that you can't ask the universe for guidance, for help, to make a path for you, that you can't choose something different because you have responsibility and bills, that you can't decide that you can have something better in your life, that you shouldn't ask for it, that maybe all the limitations and restrictions from the area that you live in, or the just the generational thing, has stopped you from choosing something different. Because when you choose something different, you choose something for yourself in your knowing, you open the gates for everyone around you and everyone after you, and to choose something different. And it's like, so if we have that much, we do, not if, we do have that kind of power and control over ourselves, why have we decided to allow outside forces to manipulate, control us, and put us in a state of fear? So remove and release that all. Yes. I mean, really, following your knowing is not harming anyone. Following your knowing is not causing you to following your knowing is living in your heart space. So why would that harm people? Why making a different decision for yourself and choosing something that is going to increase your energy and your life force and vitality? Why is that wrong? And why? It's just conditioning that we have experienced throughout life. So let's remove and release all the conditions that has been set upon us, and we didn't even realize they were set there, and that we get stuck in them, and that we had that we tend to, like, it's almost like we tend to allow those programs to override us. Remove and release that all. Yes. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. Indiana Ari sings a song called I Am the Light. It is absolutely beautiful. Let's take a deep breath. Hold. Release. This time when you take a deep breath, imagine you're breathing into your heart. Hold. And then release. Remove and release any mechanisms and objects and expectations and judgments you may have of yourself, or you may have accepted from other people, that will not allow you to open yourself up to the healing energies. Like sniffing a flower, seeing a bee, like the wonders of nature. That could be part of your healing. Part of your healing could be, mine is like crystals, rocks, could be oils, could be just colors. Colors is another big thing. There's so many different options available to you. Some people it's silver, some people it's gold, some people, like, it could be coloring, it could be drawing, writing. That could be your healing energy. When you come from a heart space, there's no right or wrong. It's just who you are. So let's remove and release why we've decided that other energies, outside influences, can dictate or control or manipulate us. So we shut our heart space and our knowing down to follow the rule, not so much follow the mandate that is not always in our highest and best good. Yes. And one of the great things about sound healing is that the more water you drink, the higher your vibration is, the more you will feel this. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Enjoy your week.